So here we have the Audi A3 Cabriolet on a 16 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside though, you can see it's a two-door car with alloy wheels. We'll start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of it from there. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors, and given that it's a convertible, plenty of boot space as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it. But now that we've done a full circle, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. And on the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the middle, you can see, firstly, the total miles of this car. They are 25,656. Directly below that, it will show you what gear this car is in. It's got an automatic gearbox, so we're, of course, in park at the moment. The information displayed above that can be changed using buttons on the steering wheel. As you can see, we've got various bits of driving data available, but there are other menus too. So your audio, your telephone and satellite navigation. And to use those controls, these buttons just here will take you through the different menus, as you can see. And then when you're within a certain menu, use this one to change the information in that section. Underneath that, you can see we have cruise control. Behind the steering wheel, the minus and plus pedal, so you can change gear manually with this automatic gearbox. And then we have stereo and phone controls on the right-hand side. In the center, we have the main screen, which includes, as you already know, satellite navigation. Lovely clear color display, as you can see. It's a very easy system to use. We can go back to our main menu up there as well and access things, for example, like our radio. And you will see that this car has got DAB, FM and AM radio. The controls I'm using to operate that screen are just here. This dial will do virtually everything. These buttons relate to the four corners of the screen. And then up here you can access, for example, if I did that, we're now on the satellite navigation menu, as you can see. So we can come back out of that with the menu button. You already know about the radio. Media is where you listen to your own music. So push that dial down, we're in that menu. The four corners of the screen relate to the four buttons I mentioned a moment ago. So if you hit source, you'll see that to listen to your own music, we've got SD memory card input, CD player, Audi's multimedia interface, and Bluetooth audio as well. So plenty of ways to listen to your music, and then pairing your phone is done under the telephone heading just there. Working our way down, we can turn off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. That system is off when that light shows. Parking sensors you can turn on and off. We have our hazard warning lights. We turn our traction control on and off. This button will recess the screen and of course bring the screen back out again. And you can change the driving mode of the car, so you could put it into sport, for example. And then we have dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger, driver temperature, you can increase and decrease the fan speed and determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in. The air conditioning is off at the minute, so that button turns it on. Hit auto, the car will now take control of the direction of the air and the fan speed to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for. You can override that at any time you wish to. We have a cigar lighter underneath that, which doubles up as a 12-volt charging socket, two cup holders, and then the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox just here. The controls we went through a moment ago, and then the roof controls. So lifting this up will open the roof, pushing it down will close the roof. The roof is closed at the moment. I'll show you it opening. Okay, so if you lift that button up, what will happen to begin with is the windows will all go down, and then as you can see, the tailgate section opens up, the boot is now open, and the whole thing will fold down into its own section of the boot. And then this will fold down, and that's it, complete. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at West Horsley Motors. We'd love to hear from you soon.